Shout out, bro. How you doing?
So what's up, big bro? What's happening, man?
I'm good. Yeah, what's good? What's good? How y'all doing? They good to hear from y'all.
Pretty good, man. I thought the other team was gonna get out. I checked them earlier.
Oh, that's cool. How your day was?
Hey, you can't complain.
That's real. Round and round, another day. Day at a time.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, so who gonna listen, right?
Shaddah Da, fam. Shaddah Da. What's up, Tank? How you doing,
What's
brother?
good, Maurice? How you doing?
I'm
How's your day, bro?
I'm doing well. It was well, man. Yours?
As well.
That's what's tough. Be on the lookout for a call from me tomorrow, man.
No, but yes, that's a good day. It's a good day. We can wait a few more minutes. People coming in on the call. But what'd you say, Maurice?
Oh, no, I was just saying, be on the lookout for. I'm gonna give you a ring tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Anytime, bro. You know that. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Your day was good?
Yeah, man. It was great, actually.
How your brother doing?
Oh, Shotty, he doing good, man. Working on OSOICE art, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
He might be up here tonight. It'll be nice.
Okay, cool. What kind of art y'all working on? Because the artwork is important. The Prince put a new website.
Throw together some ideas. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of ideas?
Being in line with the, what the message is, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping true to that concept, not veering away from it. So, taking our time and, going back to the drawing board, making sure that when we present it, it's going to be oh so nice.
Oh.
You'll see.
Because truth is truth.
All day long.
Truth is truth, right?
Should never be diluted.
Exactly. I don't know, because it has to be degrees with all that we do. Because it's degrees to temperature, it's degrees to frequency, it's degrees to spirituality, it's degrees to, physical ability. So, I guess what you're trying to say, you got to keep shooting your jumper.
Got to do what?
They keep shooting your jumper.
That's right. Pretty much. That's what's going down.
Go in eventually.
That's right. It's going to go in.
So, yeah. We're going to wait a few more minutes, let more people come on the call.
So it's Galactic Wednesday still, right?
Yeah, it's always galactical because the sciences we talking about, they come from outer space anyway. You know, because we've been, you know, we're galactical years old. We can't put a number on it. The truth is truth. It's been like that since, you know, infinity going backwards or whatever. If he was going backwards ever, or, you know. But yeah, yep. To answer your question, Roger?
Yeah.
So I guess you could say, yeah, you know, because these sciences, man, they come from outer space anyway, you know. So anything we mostly talk about also has to be, you know, from above. I feel that way. What you think?
Yeah.
It got loud all of a sudden.
So I find shit.
Yep.
Man, how Chief doing?
Yep, Chief doing, you know, he was in a car accident before, so the car flipped over a couple times, man. You know, it's just like, you know, like he always said, the devil gonna be at him more and more. But it's ATUN-RE OSOICE progress call. Today the 12th, the 2-day. Oh, June 12th, 6/12. Ooh, it's 2/12. Ooh. Hey, and Roger, Roger, thank you for your donation of $200 today on the 12th. That's actually even better. Even bro.
Oh yeah, no problem. You know how we do.
Yeah, that's like no coincidence right there, man. Because it's like, you know, you sent $200 in, and that, you know, it's the 12th. That's another 2. You know, 2 6s make a 2. So that's all. Right. So it's all in sync. You know, we got to ride the wave. You know, all that's being put at us because only making us stronger. So, you know, it's making us more and more stronger. So we're gonna go ahead. Since we got the record button going on, we'll go ahead and get started. But you know, today's June 12th. OSOICE progress call. We want to talk about, you know, it's Galactical Wednesdays, of course, like it always is. You know, Brother Roger, you want to share anything? You know, you want to start us off for today? We'd love, you know, hear what you got, you know, to teach about.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you too much about the Galactics as far as, you know, remembrance of that, but, you know, me, when I speak, it be real life, you know, experience. So I guess you could say, you know, the older you get, the wiser you get type of situation, you know. So, but you know, I don't really speak too much on as far as the Galactic goes because, you know, I can't remember all that yet.
Now, I remember one time you were talking on, you know, remembering the vibrations of the planet. You were speaking on that. You was kind of breaking them sciences down.
Oh, okay, yeah, with the Rams and the planes.
Yeah. That's like, yeah.
So, like you said, with the 3 Rams, and then within the Rams are 7 planes, and those 7 planes, you got the 7 subplanes. Yeah. And, you know, like you said, that the lower your vibration go, you drop it to those subplanes. You know, shit, man. Like this physical right here go what 180 negative positive. You know, then the spiritual, you know, that's like the Malakut, the spiritual plane. That's the second realm right there. That's the second realm. You know, it's when you get into your 360 negative positive, and you know, like the ego dwelling on. You know, it can be real strong. And so we you know, it'd be hard to tell our true thoughts or our true self because, you know those entities will come in or channel through. You know, and I was speaking about like the first round, like y'all elder said before the Big Bang. You know, I'll speak on that round. You know, so it ain't no negative, positive, right? You know, subplanes, because everything was at one accordance. I wish I could give y'all more details and stuff, you know. I just go by, you know, like I said, you know, we out here. So obvious, you know, the physical is still connected with the spiritual and the soul. Tell the truth. So,
the truth is truth. Mhm.
Right.
Yep. So, anybody else want to share anything on the line? You know, Galactical Wednesday, speak some love to everybody. ATUN-RE progress. ATUN-RE The Real Messiah progress call, make it do what it do. Keeping this thing going upward and Galactical. Yep.
Shaddah Da Family, Shaddah Da Family.
How you doing, bro?
This is Deshaun.
Hey, Young Girl in the building. Young Girl in the building. Shaddah Da Family.
Peace and love.
How you doing, man? Nice to hear from you.
Yep, brother Deshaun. How you doing today, man?
Everything good. Just had to kind of sway a little bit of negativity. You know how the devil try to do, use any way to get a good thing down, but we militant divinity. Even if we have to be aggressive, we need to be aggressive in a divine way and understand that. You know, but always keep your eye on the praying. I keep your eye on the prize. That's what I just did, keeping my eye on the prize, which is those doings of the Most High, not letting no negativity get to me because I'm happy. I'm happy that the Most High is using my vessel to do what it is that I need to do to lead brothers and sisters to OSOICE and just walk this walk and live it and be a living manifestation of it. You understand? But other than that, everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful, family.
So,
everything is beautiful.
I was speaking about the third round, the 3 rounds. Would that be like Elihu? That would have been like the first round, meaning or the first big bang, and I guess you could say.
Like it was a dot. It went from a dot to a line to a wall to a square. So that's expanding and then it blowing up, going out. But like the thing is, we talk about the first 3 dimensions. You talk about height, width, and length. Then you go into volume, which is what fills inside of the space, because space is always filled. There's always a molecule or something else occupying that space. So there's really no such thing as space. So it's really volume that which fills the inside. And then so once we get the dot, the line, length, then the wall, height, and then the width. And then that which sits inside of that, which is the volume. Then when you get it going outside of that, you start going into breaking down because just look at it like this. If you take the atom and break it down into 3 parts. You see what I'm saying? So it goes all the way back, kind of like tied into that too. When you're talking about the round. But it's way more vast than that because you're talking about the vibration of molecules. You know what I'm saying? How fast they vibrating. Like you can't see gas, the oxygen and nitrogen right now in your house or whatever, in your car or whatever, but it's plenty of oxygen and nitrogen in the air. You know what I'm saying? Because it's vibrating on a little higher density. Now you can see it, but you know what I'm saying? If you're in tune, but like right now, you don't really see the gas, I'm working on this tape right now called 24 Elders.
But that what you talking about, though, if I can chime in, young elder, you said we don't see it.
Go ahead. Yeah, we don't,
I feel like
we don't see the gas.
But the gas is in front of us. I was going to fly.
Go ahead.
The gas is here, it's just in a different frequency. You see, it's more in like a distraction. You know what I'm saying? It's like when there was no light at all, so the gas it gets moved around. We assume there's something that changed the frequency of things. But you see, that in this day and age, between the light, that could be a distraction itself. Because it's like the same people, come around, you gas you up, get what they need from you, or a girl, she may like you a lot, and you may play with you the same way with a guy. With that gas, but also gas is also used as fuel, because it's like the 6, the number 6, I believe on peroxide, it's like the hydrogen. I think that's what it is, but it makes fire. It's carbon, I believe. I gotta do my research, but they talk that the 666 number for the beast. All right, but it also can be used to fuel because like you somewhere stranded. And the daggone monster chasing you, and you got to put fuel in this car to get up out of there. You would need it for it to do what it do, so you can get up out of there on this realm, whatever is coming at you, So that fuel can be used as, as a good thing if you got it and direct it right, Like a fuel can be like, like from out of a car, it can be energy, it can be food, So it's the same. It's the gas field here. It's been like, transition. For this day and age, this part of the game where we at right now, in this matrix. So yep. I hear you, man. I hear you.
You remember when Pop he was he was saying he was taking it. He was like, come with me. He wanted to show us about the planes and subplanes, and he was saying I want to take out too far because some stuff I won't wish on my enemy. So I want to know how was it? What was he talking about on that? I mean, he didn't want to give us a mental picture thinking maybe it'll drive us crazy or something. I mean, like, what was going on in the lower realms that he didn't want to carry us too far? Or shall I say the sub?
There's demons. There's demons trapped in them realms. So if you get too far now, scare the shit out of you. Probably went to the way you put you into shock, state of shock. Yeah, so like it's like this right here. Some people hit a certain type of drug, and then they be messed up for the rest of their life because they went into a certain place where they couldn't come back. They got stuck. So if he took you to the lower realm where some certain demons were trapped, you know what I'm saying, on a lower plane, it could send you into shock.
I always wonder.
Yeah, that's real. I take a shot at it. That question, or I can put feedback on it. You know, the lower realm. You know, with the demons. You know, but it's all how you your perspective you put it in. You know, because y'all remember that Bible tape. He said that that Satan can't touch your soul. You see, because your soul, that's where the elders sit. That's where heaven is. You know. They can never touch that. They can get to you through your physical. They can break through your spiritual. But when it comes to your actual soul, they can't mess with that. You know, they can't go that low with it. You know, because like Barbara said, taught us, not everything on this plane has a soul. Everything has a spirit. You know, so if you allow it into your soul, open up and say, hey, come in here. And invite it in, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna come in. It can turn you, make you do things you wasn't never introduced to. That's only if you allow it, you know, because it's an inward journey, you know. And our strengths are inward, you know, because we're on the inside looking out. Because our eyes, like ATUN-RE teachers, are used as witnesses to our actions. You know, we in the car, you know, we driving around this car, and we got a lot of us on a mission, and every moment is a part of that mission. You say focus on your purpose and your mission. It's kind of like with James Brown or like the legends of the past. They just stuck to what they was good at. Made their life easier. You know, others, they try to copy through somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Try to be another lane. You know, we all fall victim of that because it's a lot more distractions and it's a lot more things that's getting our attention. Say, hey, you could be this, you could be that, you could be this, you could be that. And a lot of us want to be rappers because they beat it in our brain like 100 times a day. But imagine they beat math in our brain. Or they be I feel like every kindergarten should take James Brown 6 months to a year. You should play all James Brown songs for a year in kindergarten. That should be before they learn how to read or write. It should be James Brown. That's my opinion. Because James Brown, he talked to your soul, like what Bobby Yannis say. You know, James Brown got way of talking to Nubian people's soul. Anybody's soul, any James Brown come on, everybody gonna bob their head to it. That's just a natural fact, and that you can't get by. You see, so it's things that can move your soul in a good way, and it's evil things you can let your soul move you in a bad way. It's all what you're doing with it, but it's a balance. You know, it's good and evil. It's like it's a balance being. Too much good, like who wants that? What would be the purpose? Like if it was all perfect and planned out, hey, this gonna be a perfect life. You know, what would be the point? You know, so that's that. Yep.
I know you were saying somebody, you know, the spirit dies as well. And you saying the spirit dies as well, and it becomes a shell. So like on the mental, on the fourth plane, the mental, you know, like whatever you think of, it be created. And so like what happens to do they just do those shells just dissipate and just go back to its regular form? I mean, you know, energy state, or you know, will another being get in that shell or that form that you created on the mental?
Brother Roger, you asked a question.
Yeah, my bad. I was asking a young elder about the shells. Do they just go back to a regular form? You know, like
what
if
you mean?
put any life to it.
You got you got nine. You got you got 6 ether and you got 9 ether. 9 ether goes to a state of 6 ether in death, which is ghost, and the 6 ether dissipates.
So this when dissipate, it just go back to its lighter form.
Yeah.
And then start over, something like that.
Yeah, because most of these people, most of the beings is here. As far as the programs, they are computerized robots, program robots. So and they just here as obstacles that we had to go through, and most of them become doctors, lawyers. They real high up in government. They 6 ether beings though. We 9 ether.
Can I ask you a question? I ain't mean to cut you off, the young elder.
Go ahead.
I was when I had read the square and the circle. And I got that understanding about the 9 ether and the 6 ether as far as in the beginning before it personified into the physical beings. So isn't it right that like we deal with those same type of forces every day in the energy without it being like calling the white man like 6 ether, like we deal with them same battles in our head to this day? Like
you say, if the white man wasn't here, what we still did with the 6 ether force field?
No, I ain't mean to say it like that. What I was saying, like, okay, in the beginning it was just energy in the universe. The 6 ether was just energy, and now it's personified on a level of human beings, with us being 9 ether. But isn't it still that? Because we're not a solid, even though we look solid, we still a bunch of energies mixed together or whatnot. Isn't it still that we still be tempted by them 6 ether beings with the negativity of just energy itself and just doubt and all that and just separation?
This is only a school.
I can't hear you. What you said? You went out.
This only a school where this has been introduced to us on this particular level, because 9 ether runs the whole galaxy. So this is only a school that we're going through. After this, once we overcome this, we won't have to deal with this no more on this level. So here, we finishing them off once and for all this time.
Okay. So, all right. Okay. So I got another question. So, out of the Big Bang, how did I might have to go read the.
If I can, hold on. I'm saying we want to speak on what we finishing, because that sounded, like we ain't finishing nobody, because like we all, like ATUN-RE teaches us, everyone has the right to live, and what's the point of living if you're not fighting for life itself? And then everybody has the right to live and not being F with, But like this school that young girl is speaking on, it is a school. But like Baba Yana taught us that when the Messiah comes, it's those of us who are going to raise them to that school or go into that realm where the Messiah is, because it ain't for everybody. Because it's a dosage of reality. You kill this. It's a dosage of reality, of truth. So, but a lot of us, we want to continue to do what we do, try to find ways of making this system, try to play by their rules, and then you see that the rules that they put in place are going really against you. Or it's like for certain people to win if you ain't doing certain things. But if you go up to the school with the Messiah and you walk with the Messiah on a moment-by-moment basis, you'll learn those tools, which is still used as good, because truth is truth. Like when certain things are done, it's karma that's going to balance it out. So it's all love with everybody, but we just learn how to work with us, For our rules, we just don't know all the rules. We just know like disagreeable rules and negativity. That's the ones we get attached to, and we tend to remember the most. But it's like Tahuti. He wrote the book. He taught us Taoism, and Taoism is a way of life. It's simple rules that you apply to your life, help you have a better day. Like one of the rules are, sitting with your back straight, your back posture straight. And that's a sign from the heavens, because this body we in is from the heavens. It's like what they put here for us. They fashioned us up in the garden, and we use this body that we're in to complete our missions here. And if you sit with good back posture, you'll prolong your life. And like also focusing on your breathing. If you go back and listen to the old ATUN-RE tapes, he speaks of like a Taoism or Taoism. He's called it Taoism, but I always say Taoism. I like the T with Tahuti. I think of Tahuti, I think of T. But I think ATUN-RE pronounced it Taoism. And that's a way of life, a practices that you do that it's like, focusing on your back posture and focusing on your breathing. That ain't got no devil, that ain't got no good. You do this shit right here, you're going to live a better life. Period. It's just the fundamentals of this suit we're in. But we've been given good things, we've been given bad things, what you choose to attach yourself with. But then you have, like, the rules, and you have, like, like chess. You have the different pieces, you have the different situations, you have the different tests for yourself, that you figure out. Because, like, as somebody teaches us, if you fail this test, you're going to sit there in that same test over and over again until you can pass it. You see, so like, yeah, right, this is a school, but it's like for the elite, when you say what I mean by the elite, is meaning by you walk away at ATUN-RE, because his school, it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be, do it right and do it this. It's like it's gonna test you. It's gonna make you uncomfortable. It's gonna ask you questions and everything. When you question yourself, you then like trying to find a better reason and solution for yourself. Look at the word reasoning, R-E, because we all the raised. So that's that. But yeah, so we up there.
Yeah, that's beautiful right there. Cause I feel all that. I feel that you. I know it ain't. It's facts beyond doubt. Facts beyond doubt. Definitely can feel that.
Hey, hit me with that Big Bang question. What was the Big Bang?
Who you talking about with me? See what I was doing. I guess I was But I'm gonna hit you with the question. My question was gonna be like pretty much when I was reading I had caught a DNA explosion as to how we got, from thinking from as a unified beings, and how six ether even came into existence. And what I was thinking about, I was just thinking about it on the energy level, not on the physical level, like the white man and evil beings down here tempting us, kind of like on the fact, like when you be, how you doubt yourself and how you have to go against negativity in your own mind. I was wondering, like, is them same energies, like, do we even consist of having those type of energies that doubt us, that tempt us on a level that's not seen, and on a level of thought? Would that be six ether?
Sure. And it reverts back to what you read. You said you read the circle and the square, right?
Right.
Yeah, the circle and the square is dealing around the 6 and the 9 too. You know what I'm saying? So you being tempted on many levels. And like I say, for the most part right now, we're dealing with the mental stage of this thing. We're in the mental part of this. In this last couple of minutes, we're dealing with the mental part of this war. We've already won the physical war already. They done did everything to us. And we still here, and we still moving forward. So they done did everything physically to us already that they could think of. So now it's a mental war. Now they coming up with things to turn us into homophiliac, or to turn us into degenerates, to turn us into crack addicts. It's like that was like a part of the physical war too, but it's more attack on the mind now, especially the youth. They coming after the youth, the young people minds. The young black minds is what they're after. And when they, and they doing this, and they mostly trying to either molest the child, because they do a part of mind controlling the kids. They molest them and send them through horrific things in order to be able to put this mind control on them. And so they doing this mind control, and what they're doing is they're going after our black kids, you know what I'm saying, to try to get them at a young age on a whole nother level. And for the most part, the main thing they're doing is to try to homophilize, because like ATUN-RE say, the war is on fertility. And, you know, when you two men get together, ain't no fertility coming from it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing being produced from it, but some sweat and some ball sweat, you know. So that's just, you know, that's what's going down right now. So we're at a mental stage of this thing, and we're being attacked by these 6 ether beings to try to keep us on a 6 ether thinking level state, because they know that once we vibrate past the certain density, they can't touch us no more. See, look, they don't, the evilness can only vibrate to a certain density. Then after that, it's cut off. You know what I'm saying? At the level 6, it's cut off. It can't go to 7. Like Elijah Muhammad said, they hang on 6 and they can't go over to 7. That's what he was talking about. The 6 ether can't convert to the 7. It can't convert no higher. It only can go dissipate, go down. So what they're doing is they want to keep us in this particular state so they can feed off of us, you know what I'm saying, and stay alive and stay in a particular state. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we beat that by just staying positive with divine love, right?
Yeah, staying positive, helping each other out, giving to each other. You know what I'm saying? Giving. You know what I'm saying? You stand for giving. You know what I'm saying? And you show love and have compassion. Like I say, I'm channeling different. I'm gonna channel a message from all the 24 elders, all the ones that's here, and I just channeled a message from the first one. And man, the information that he sent me that blew my mind. How he was talking to me, it just clarified other things in my mind that I felt like. And this being, he didn't never reveal himself to me on Earth who he is, but on Nubaru, this being is like one of my best friends. Him, the three beings that hang, the 3 elders that hang out the most is me, Metatun, and the first elder. We all hang out a lot, you know what I'm saying, and we talk a lot, because my job is to go out and make peace. Like if I go to different planets, and then, you know what I'm saying, if it's 2 people beefing on a planet, I go and find out what the problem is and try to come up with a solution. You know what I'm saying? That's what I go around doing. Like like a diplomat. I can go around and we find these 2 planets beefing with each other. We go and find out what's the problem, find out the problem, and then come up with a solution to try to calm the beef down, to try to seize it, or come up with a treaty or something between the 2. I go around making treaties with people. That's my job. But the thing is, the information that is being channeled to me, and he was telling me, that that he's here. This person here, I'm gonna start looking for them, and I'm gonna find them, because they here and they teaching. Most of all the 24 elders are here teaching right now, and you can find them about what they school. You can find them by the school that they teach. And the first elder, his school is self employment, self sufficiency. You know what I'm saying? Compassion and love. You know what I'm saying? All of us teach it. Compassion and love. Have compassion and love for one another. You know what I'm saying? But this being, he's very special, and so far as he said that he's gonna be with me always, and then now that he gave me another name, which I ain't gonna say right now, that I can call him by that name and he'll appear to me. If I got a pure heart, and I'm compassionate and love about it, he appear to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit deep, man. You know. Yeah, field trip to Jupiter coming too. Field trip to Jupiter coming out. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do all the planets. You know, we're gonna do all the planets. So we're gonna be taking a field trip to all 9 planets in the solar system. And then once we get through with that, we'll go out to the next closest. We'll go to the closest next solar system, and we'll deal with the planets in that solar system. You know what I'm saying? I might do Orion next, field trip to. After I do all the planets, I might do field trip to Orion. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a hot. Yeah, that's gonna be a hot joint right there. Yeah, because it's gonna be a hot joint because it's a lot of different races up in Orion, and Orion's like a capital. You know what I'm saying? It's a capital. It's like a foreign. What's the word I was looking for? It's like somewhere where we intake people, where people come in from other galaxies and they come to Orion first to learn about this galaxy and learn the rules and regulations and laws and galactical laws and all that. You know what I'm saying? This court system there. You know? So yeah, I'm gonna go in on that. And it's like at least in Orion, it's 6 planets. Well, it's more than that, but in the main system is 6 planets. And one of the planets is called Atlantis. And Atlantis is where we have a lot of conferences. We have a lot of conferences on Atlantis. And the galactic, for lack of a better word, the Galactic Olympics, where the voting for the most high competition is done, was done. The last one was done right there. You know, yeah, right there. So you know, but sometimes other galaxies host. What was it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to cut you out, bro. I was just gonna ask about the Orion Belt, right? The 3 stars. Well, which one of those do like the Dragons or the sea creatures or whatever live on?
They don't live in that. They don't live in that particular area. We got some creatures there that are part reptilian, part humanoid looking, and it's a couple of them creatures that's coming from Orion. The Orion, it's one of the Orion groups, which are really crossbreed between humans, greys, and reptilians. And they come here, but the reptilians they come from Alpha Draconis. You know what I'm saying? They come from Alpha Draconis, which is up to the it'll be up northeast of Orion. Yeah, northeast of Orion. But originally they were manufactured in this solar system. The reptilians just came on the scene, man. They ain't been around that long. They came about after we left Pegasus. After we designed Pegasus, created Pegasus, the galaxy Pegasus, swung around, came here because we got into it with some insects, which we could have exterminated all of them, but due to the kind heart of a certain individual, they didn't get destroyed. But we did come up with a countermeasure to counteract these beings, which were the bird beings. You know what I'm saying? And then out of these bird beings, we drafted these reptilians out of these bird beings. But we didn't do it. Mother Hoover did. The Queen Mother Hoover.
It's funny you say that. The bird beings. Hey, I see the bird beings going in on the insect beings every day. Cause now I done really tuned in to nature way a lot more. That I've been fasting. I kind of fast and shit every day. Now to try to get some downloads, I just do the little spirulina drink in the morning, and I won't eat till 5. and try to be done by 9, you know what I mean, and just drink water the rest of the day. So I'm really more in tune, just trying to speed up my frequency and get downloads so the Most High can do His work and be the vessel that I need to be, you know what I mean, for Him. But like just building on what you said, man, the bird beings don't be playing with the insect beings. I'm talking about that war still being fought to this day.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to point out. If you want to find out what's going on in the galaxy, all you got to do is watch your planet. Hey, but another thing too, when they go down, when we also created the reptilians to counteract the insects too. But sometimes way along the lines, it was a plot to say, okay, since these motherfuckers are so powerful, I can take these motherfuckers and take over the whole galaxy pretty much. So that was the plot right there, you know. But like I say, if you want to know what's going on, if you go on, all you gotta do is go to you can't talk to the dolphins that's in the zoo because they ain't gonna know what's going on. They been in the zoo. You go talk to a dolphin that's in the ocean. You know how to speak the dolphin language. Go talk to them and they'll tell you what's going on.
And that's basically when you get your total recall, right? You'll be able to do all that, pretty much.
You'll be able to talk to the dolphins. Hey, and once man, I wish you can come to. I wish I could go to a beach with you and show you how to do it.
Oh man, we got to set that up.
Yeah, we got to set that up. We set that up. It's easy, man. Well, it ain't easy. Yeah, but I can talk to them and then ask them different questions, and they talk to you, and then once you understand the language, you'll be able to hear them clear, just like you're speaking in English. Yeah, the dolphin is the most intelligent fish in the water, and one of the oldest. Dolphin means wound. Dolphin means wound itself. It means the wound, like a wound, because that's what we put the water man, the genetical human, the water human. We put them in the dolphin and transfer it here from, to put it into the water truck evolute. But the dolphin know the story of how the science of creation. And then the dolphin can tune into the water of the ocean because water holds information. So the water at the bottom of your ocean has a lot of information in it, and the dolphin can tap into that, you know what I'm saying, and access that information. So the dolphin, hey, you want to know what's going down or what's going to happen on your planet, talk to the dolphin. The dolphin will give you a clear understanding on what's about to go down.
Okay. I got a question. Somebody
the birds talk too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you're gonna have to teach me how to talk to them because I've been actually trying to talk to the birds lately. Like I be whistling at them and shit, man, because they've been coming closer and closer and shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been in a divine love of thinking, they fly by me.
Uh-huh.
And, I be like, you know what I'm saying? What's up with that? You know what I mean? Like, I feel protected when the bird beings around, you know. And it be more and more. Yeah. Now I'm gonna start feeding the bird beings and everything. What's something good to feed the bird beings?
They like they like nuts, stuff like that. Like sunflower seeds is one of their favorites.
That's a bit. I'm gonna just get the
sunflower seeds.
Man, this one walked up by my foot earlier today. I was like, I ain't gonna mess with you, little guy. You my buddy.
Yeah, it's like the red jays, the blue jays. Like when you see certain birds, it's like in Native American culture, we consider it certain signs. Like you see a red jay or a blue jay, Like every day that I drive, when I get ready to go to work, every day I see a damn hawk. It fly out over my car, and then it sit on the power line every day, same time every day. A hawk. Yeah, it fly out. It fly like a big ass hawk. It got like at least a 10-foot wingspan. It come out of the tree, boom, slide out over my car, and then fly back up. But I know that's a sign. You know what I'm saying? Every time. And then when this the killer. I moved to a whole nother spot. Well, at first I was living a long way from my job, and I drove another way. The hawk was over there. It flew, every time I come by, it flies. And then when and then every time when I moved to another spot, I moved over here where we live in now, right? And now when I come out and do drive, as soon as I come out, the hawk come down, swallow my car, and then land up like this. Yeah, every single time. Yeah. It's like, man, but I know what it is, though. You know, I ain't stupid because I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But like to anybody else, they'd be like, man, this guy here bird watching you or something. Yeah. Not just a sign. Let them know I'm here. Let them know I'm here. You know, when Birdman said that he came in the neighborhood, he be clapping like that, and he flipping pigeons. They call it flipping pigeons. Well, they flip them pigeons, let them know the cops in coming into the neighborhood. Yeah, see, birds was used to send signals. People tie shit to the bird leg, and they used to take pigeons and tie something to their leg, and let them fly and deliver messages. So birds are messengers. You know what I'm saying? The birds got a message, and if you understand their message, the birds tell you where you know which way the wind blowing. They tell you when trouble coming. Oh, okay. Hold on. Tell them to holler at them in a minute. Hey, hold on. Let me hold on. Somebody else talk for a second. Let me holler at my homeboy. Yeah.
Anybody new on the line? Anybody new on the line?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Shaddah Da Family. I got a brother that I brought in on the line today. Introduce yourself, brother.
Yeah, my name's Jeremy. I've always knew that there was more to life than what they was teaching us. When I was young, I was blessed to go to Washington, D.C., and they showed us some aliens and stuff, and a couple of brothers with us. They didn't believe it, but, you know, that was the first time I heard Baba's name, Malachi Z. York. And I just always studied the esoteric. I was always into the esoteric. My grandfather being a 33-degree Mason, and me knowing that made me want to, you know, just learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. I never really got deep into it myself, but I always stayed into the esoteric teachings, and it always led me back to Egypt. So when I ran into my brother Sean at work, and he started talking to me about the Nuwapian Nation, and it just had a DNA explosion, and it really helped me explain a lot of things that was going on in my life, and I've been studying ever since. He's a real strong brother. He helped me out a lot, and I'm just blessed to have him in my life and touch bases with the brother. I've never met another Nuwapian other than Sean Dwayne also, so it's kind of hard being the only one like yourself and being surrounded by people who are not, because it's a real big fight, you know, when you're not directly connected to people who trying to vibrate on them higher frequencies because they don't even know. They don't even have that. They can't even think about trying to vibrate on them higher frequencies because they don't even know it exists. So I also have a few questions. But yeah, my question would be the most important foundation to put me in a better place to teach and learn while preparing for galactic travel. And also another question would be a book that would teach me more about alchemy, quantum physics, and metaphysics.
Well, pretty much, the answer to that, man, you home. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna cover everything. Well, yeah, 'cause this what we call the mint formation, and you know, our moon ray, the sun rising was Baba, who you was led to. When we first met, and you told me you was getting out of jail, and your grand sheik had told you to read the holy tablets. Then I came and you met me, and I was the second reference to it. And now we're leading you to ATUN-RE, which is the sun at its highest point, and it's mint formation in that time right now. So you're home now, beloved, and you're gonna learn everything that you need to make that transformation, to do galactic travel and to fight the war in your mind, which will be alchemy. Like the brother Young Elder said, the physical war has been fought because you know how it is, baby. You know, and slavery, that gave us 99.9% poison to eat, and we made fucking chitlins and bacon and all that shit out of it. They couldn't beat us in the mind. They gave us crack cocaine. They couldn't break our mind down. People overcame those things. So now it's a mental war, and that's the way you'll be learning alchemy, and can't nobody teach you that none other than ATUN-RE. You know what I mean? Who was that? Somebody said something?
Hey, Brother Tank, what's going on with y'all? My phone had died for a second. Hey, Brother Tank, can y'all hear me?
Your phone had died. The brother Zilla was I had brought a brother in.
Yeah.
And he was introducing his stuff. I don't know if you heard him and stuff or not, but he said he had some questions, and his question was wondering what would be the platform to learn to get him prepared for galactical travel, and how could he get some books learning about alchemy and metaphysics and quantum physics. And I pretty much had turned it and answered it for him and told him he's home. I explained the attributes of the sun with him, with Bobby Yannin being ATUN-RE, the sun rising.
Yeah, that's real. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I ain't mean to cut you off, man. I had like 3%, man. Yeah, I can hear you good. Well, no, but we in space right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you in space right now, because, like, all around us is that darkness. You know, so it's like you living it right now. You know, it's like, and like, but this school or this level of degree of knowledge, you have to come up to it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to self-volunteer or give a free will offering of yourself to be able to get the best and most out of it. You see? Like you got to really walk with the Messiah. That's the only way to do it. And you know, you can read what? That was then. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, like, who got time to read anymore? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say that in a negative way, but time is being sped up. We're theoretical beings. Name the last 5 albums of this year. I like Moneybagg Yo, but name like 5 of his albums right now. Like, he put out so many. Stuff is moving fast, so it's like you got to become it and live it. Cause we in a space uniform right now. You know what I'm saying? But we walk with the Messiah, you got to walk with him every day, because he got tests for you at every moment. Like 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. But it's like, you know, hey, you want to be a part of this school, or you want to be over there on that school. So we all seem to wake up and go to work on time for our job. You know what I'm saying? How level, much in degrees to go up in that? Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you okay, brother.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's like what school you want to be a part of, which order you want to be a part of. Because you are what you put your time and pay your attention to, as in pay your time and involve yourself into. In this order, it has the keys of heaven. You see what I'm saying? It's like OSOICE. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's like, you know, Baba Yan's son, ATUN-RE The Real Messiah. You know, and like they sound just alike. And like, this is the next level of teaching for this day and age, for right now. You know, stuff is happening, stuff is evolving, new miracles is transpiring. people elevating, you know, but at the same time, it's people digressing too. They're not really, you know, making necessary dietary changes, you know, sleeping too much, becoming too physical, too attached. I mean, loving more of the beast instead of utilizing your body as like as a tool from the heavens. So if you're gonna let God do what He do, like Abraham, like many know Abraham from the Bible, but he pretty much gave his whole life to serving the will of the Most High. He had to go way over there, you know what I'm saying, to land of Nod. I think it was land of Nod to, you know, reach people. But while he was there, like in one of them, y'all read the Abraham chapter, they say that he was in a I don't want to say it was one of them houses where you see a lot of pretty women, but that's where he met his wife. I don't want to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, he got a wife out of that thing, though. He had somebody who walked with the rest of the way.
He was in a strip joint and got a little squalid up out of there.
Hell, you know what I'm saying? He found Sarah, and with Sarah, he was able to go further, but then when he got to Egypt, though, that's what Bible said he got scared. Bible was like, you know, because when he got to, y'all know why they went to the school of wearing the veil, because at that day and age, they could just come up to you and just take your wife. Be like, man, give me that. Kind of like how it is now. It's the same way now, but now your woman going to do it and ain't going to tell you she's doing it. The dude and the woman, they're going to do it behind your back. You see what I'm saying? It's still being done today behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? So it's still being done. Women still being taken up, even though they claim to be somebody else. And this is what it is. And just like men, they're trying to involve themselves with women that don't belong to them. So it go both ways, you know what I'm saying? So you got to just ride the wave. So he met his wife, Sarah, and then they went the rest of the way. But they got to Egypt. And then he was like, yeah, this is my sister, though. And he was scared that they was going to take her. But he lied to the Pharaoh, like, this is my sister. You know what I'm saying? But what it is, like Baba said, he was a punk. He was scared to fight. But then the Pharaoh was like, man, why you didn't say something? We're not going to take your wife. She cool. But after that, they started wearing the veil, though. Because it was like women, I guess they were like naked kind of, you know, or showing a lot. But, so yeah, the same thing that's happening here. Like, it's still women wearing nothing. Because, I mean, a woman in a red dress, man, that can cause a car accident. That can cause a war between two countries. Two men, women in a red dress, one woman. So it's still the same test today, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what you going to do, though? You going to ride that wave, you going to run from it, or, you know, you going to wife her. You got options, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ain't no right answer, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, she deserved to be married, too, because it's dudes out here hoeing around. Or like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shoot, man, it's dang, it's the wild, wild west for me. I don't want to say that we're going to make it so nice, though. We're going to ride this thing, we're going to make the best, we're going to make it a better plane. Yeah, you know, we got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to have order. You know, it's order still, you know, do the best of your ability. So yeah, that's that answer, though. But yeah, so you're living a life now. But yeah, we got the book to sell. Where we at right now? We're at the top of the hour, 2306, that number 6 number again. You know, but we at the top of the hour. But the books are, you know, it's coming on the website real soon. It's going to be the Book of Life, you know, Circle and Square Parts 1 and 2. Where we at? We got the Book of Questions and Answers and the Book of Marijuana. All books are $50. You know, please send in your donations to directly to ATUN-RE. I know a lot of bros got a lot of books. And you got a Book of Revolution. We need the hard copy of that. Book of Revolution, the Book of Circle and Square Part 3. It's like a wild goose hunt for that one. But that's what's written by ATUN-RE as well. So, you know, please send your funds directly to the chief via Western Union. Contact one of them brothers if you want to know how to do that. You know, so you can. He walking every day. He need funds every moment because he be having to deal with the devil like on a moment-by-moment basis. Because y'all hear some of his stories, y'all be like, wow. But it be real stuff he dealing with. But he's the one that chose to be in these tests. That's why he likes to live off the grid, off the radar, so he won't be bothered as much. But go ahead. Someone had a question.
That was
okay.
Go ahead, bro.
I have a question. I want to introduce myself. I don't know if everybody heard the first time. I do it again. I met brother Sean at work, and early on in life, I always just studied the esoteric. You know, just coming from my background, from my family's background. My grandfather being a 33-degree Mason, and then, you know, me knowing that, I never got into the lodge, but I always just studied and always wanted to learn more about alchemy and what's really going on out here instead of just living on. I knew it was something behind the veil that I wasn't seeing, you know. So with that being said,
yeah, what's your name again, brother? Where you from?
I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. My name
okay,
is Jeremy.
You said Deshaun brought you home? Jeremy.
Yes, he did. He brought me home. Yes, he did.
Okay, thank you for that, Deshaun. Welcome home, big bro. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I
was studying with the boys.
Like 3 other people that wanted to come too. They just busy today. They said they're gonna come.
I appreciate that, big bro. Love you for that.
Most definitely. Love you too.
Yep. Well, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but I was saying that I wanted to know with what's going on with the nation right now. We got the UNNM, we got the Nuwapian spelled with a P, and we got Nuwapian spelled with a B. It's a lot of separation. I want to know, like, you know what I'm saying, where would get me up to par the fastest on where I should be at. I mean, I still read the holy tablets, but I need like that foundation to get me up to par to where I need to be at right now to be prepared for the intergalactical travel, and also to put me in a better place to teach and learn while protecting my brothers and protecting myself.
I get what you're saying. I don't mean to cut you off, man. I just got 2%. I'll make sure I answer your question. Then somebody else take a shot at it. Let me, I just want to say it first. So, but with that, you know, you can read all ATUN-RE books, you know, the Circle and Square Part 1 and 2. You know, they really can bring you up to date, you know, on like how to deal with, you know, this nature, this day and age. But when it comes to masonry and when it comes to things of that nature, like, I mean, it's best to go and say that mom's the word. Because a lot of times you shouldn't, like, so a lot of stuff we shouldn't be speaking over the phone. A lot of stuff that, because you have personal tests you going through that you shouldn't be telling everybody anyway. And that's your test you dealing with. You see what I'm saying? It's like, right, it's like, you know, it's all love, but, you know, a lot of times, what's up, young elder? You know, we tend to go into people's personal life, what they're doing behind closed doors, but the actual facts is that's that person's business and what they got going on. Same thing with masonry. That's what certain brothers, they be dealing with certain degrees of knowledge, and it's not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So in this order, we're talking about a lot of those things, kind of like our distraction right now, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, the mom's the word, you see what I'm saying? It's like saying too much can be too much, because anytime you speak, you're going to miss it anyway. You see what I'm saying? God think that you can learn everything in some books, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's like knowledge out there they can't put in the books, they can't even put in the languages. Like ATUN-RE say that bottle glow in the colors and make sounds we ain't ever experienced before. He said he said his color vibrated to like a 19th octave. You see what I'm saying? See all the distractions right now. Shut up. Later, shut up. Okay, if somebody else take a shot at it, I'm putting my phone on mute.
Pretty much, brother, it's just, for one, it's about how bad you want it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling the brother Tank, I read the motherfucking Me Holy Tablets at work. You know what I'm saying? Most of them at work.
That's a jewel right there.
At a job, you know what I'm saying, that I had, because that shit was like cocaine to a nigga. So we don't let you.
But bro, I be feeling sorry for brothers who got to read it online. I be like, oh, we had like hard copies one day, like actual hard prints, and it was everywhere. I had 2 copies at one point, 3 copies, I think. You see what I'm saying? But that's like, that book was put out to kind of put in everything in one book at one time. Like, we're going to break down everything right here and now. It's just like we're doing now with newATUN-RE.com. We're going to go over all the schools and, like, just put them all out there. What y'all want to learn? You want to learn something about alchemy? Cool. You want to learn something about computers? Cool. You want to learn something about spirituality? Cool. You want to learn about Christianity? Cool. You want to learn about Muslims? Cool. You want to learn about, you know, how to breathe better? Cool. You want to learn more about, you know, higher sciences, lower sciences. It's breaking it all down, because that holy tablet, that thing, man, it's like priceless right now. My brother said that too. He was like, man, one day people are going to be fighting for this book. He said Baba told him that. And one day, man, people are going to be like desperate need for this book. And we didn't think of it. We like, yeah, right, whatever. Because they was like all around us at the time. We had like, you know, hold the tablet, you go get one. It was like $50, $75. It was everywhere, like everywhere. But now I've not seen a holy tablet in my hands. Well, I've seen one recently, but I've not been able to read it in years because I don't have one. I gave it to somebody, they gave it to somebody else. It was like, well, is that what they say they did, whatever. But that thing, so that was a level of degree for us in that day and age. For that school, for those brothers, you see, a lot of us were the same age, same degrees. at different points. So that was that school. But it's like it's still present today. But if you notice, read the book, it was kind of confusing. It was like a lot of stuff said, because Bobby Yannon said that they copyrighted the printers messed it up, the order of the pages, and so a lot of it got misruled. So that's my answer on that. My phone about to die, y'all. So if I go out, I just went out. But yes, sir.
Yeah,
Get out. Yes, shout out.
Like you were saying, Shaddah Da Family.
I mean, whatever. I just wanted to acknowledge everybody.
Most definitely. What's up, brother?
But
yeah,
but like I was
brother.
Yep.
Go ahead. Like you were saying, bro. Please continue.
Oh, okay. Who am I speaking with? This brother Pariel?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shaddah Da, beloved. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. Good to hear your voice, bro. Good to hear your voice.
Shout it out, big bro.
Always good to hear yours. But like I was saying though, Zilla, just see that holy tablets. That's basically what it kind of like put everything in a nutshell. Everything in my perspective, what I gained from it, everything in a nutshell of him wanting to give us what we want, to be prepared for what was to be offered, but what's to be offered is now. You understand what I'm saying? So, because the Holy Tablet is going to basically be giving you a little bit of that mystical science, and it go deeply profound into the religious stories. But see, religious stories, the Holy Tablets put all that under one umbrella. If you understand what I'm saying, put it under one umbrella, and then it got to prepare for what ATUN-RE talking about. Because see, like I told you, when she read that video that the young elder put out about before the Big Bang, that's so profound, but that's like what we need right now. Like I say, dude, them books, the books that I read of ATUN-RE, and they ain't even that long, but the shit is so deep, and everything you want, baby, I promise, it's in there. Everything like about that school thought you want to grow in, you understand, with the alchemy, you understand, and you hear your own. We talk every night. You understand what I'm saying? Like we talk every night. It ain't like how the other school thoughts was like, yo, baby, just hit me up on the gram or the book or such and such, call the bookstore, then the bookstore ain't picking up. This ain't a business. It's more. I mean, of course we got business mindsets, but it's made out of the darkness. A lot of, like I just seen a few of these brothers for the first time. So say for instance, if I may have read The Circle and the Square first, and all I had was, okay, bam, like everything came out of darkness before the lights came on. We just had tones. We was just talking. Didn't nobody know how they looked. It was just peace. We was just having conversations. Then boom, these octaves went up, these octaves went down, and there was something different from those octaves ever did. Basically, the 9 ether went in the direction that it never went in, the 6 ether went in the direction that it never went in, then it called boom. It called the fire, and then when the lights came on, then people started saying that they was uglier or cuter or bigger or taller, and that's where confusion came in and chaos, and then fear, which is the opposite of love. And then boom, how the Most High came in into perspective is that energy was counseled. It had counseled all of the energy because we was all one at first. But it had to be a council between the 6 ether square feeling like how they felt, and 9 ether wanting to live in divine love. So it had to be a council, and that's where you had 2 of the disagreeables and 2 of the agreeables singing in harmony to keep everything in peace, in a sense, or keep some type of order. You understand what I'm saying? But see, like I say, I like to read things twice and 3 times, like Bob said, because I read it once. And I don't want to be leading you wrong. Like I don't want to be speaking from the ego, saying like, yo, man, Lacey, baby, I'm teaching you. You know what I mean? You know how I am. It's always been divine love.
Hey, yo, brother John, I want to cut you off, but I think that's what Tahuti means. I think it means balance, or to balance. I don't want to misquote that, but I think I already said that one time. Like, that's right.
All right, go ahead, Deshaun.
And so pretty much, you know what I mean? That's where that came in perspective at. You know what I mean? So back to what I was saying. So these brothers, this how I know it's no lie. It's above, also below. That's how I met these brothers. Like I just said, I said, yo, Brother Power, yeah, that's you. Because we recognize tones here. You understand what I'm saying? So we in this darkness. You understand what I'm saying? And we recognize these loving tones. And we keep an order here. And like I say, baby, you home. You know what I'm saying? You wanna made it here for no reason. You understand what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna just stumble up over here if you ain't meant to be here. You know what I mean? So with that being said, all your answers, ATUN-RE has all the answers. And another brother have a divine testimony about ATUN-RE having all the answers. So you know what I mean? You're gonna get to meet these brothers. We're gonna touch and rub elbows. You know what I'm saying? You're home now. You ain't gotta just worry about me feeding you the water and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you here, you at the water. You got a family. You got everybody ATUN-RE. He raising us all to be ATUN-RE. 144,000 of us. You know what I mean? I'm ATUN-RE. You know what I mean? Understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's just how it is. And you're home now, baby. You're home now. And just like, you know, when I was telling you about the footsteps in the stand, you know, when I cried to you on the phone when I was telling you about that, how real it was, and you was in tears and shit too when I was telling you about that last week. It's here now. Like when we was weak, you know, we was being carried. That's why we only seen one footsteps, because we wasn't even walking. So now you're home, now you're strong enough to keep walking, and you know it's a mental thing now. So don't allow those ethers to get you down. Like you're gonna get the books. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get up on your feet. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna make these offerings together. We a family. We're gonna make sure each other straight. We're gonna make sure that ATUN-RE straight, and we're going forward from here. You know what I mean? That's where we at now.
Just like
Did
that.
that answer your question?
Yeah, that answered the question perfect. That answered the question perfectly, Rello.
Just a bit.
Yep.
That's a bit. But the young elder back online?
Shout it out.
Shout it out. You want to take back over, young elder?
Yeah, it don't matter to me.
You know, like everybody be wanting to know
I can
that.
rock the mic.
You got a divine tone too. You got a divine tone too, man. You like I say, when I first got fired from my job, your tone was what I ran up on, and it was so powerful. And I was in that denial stage because, like I say, I was so humble. That's what had me so denial. So it was like wherever, how Prince York was saying jump, I was jumping that high. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, man, the young elder rapping. He was like, I don't know whose son is. I was like, you know, I know you was like, I knew a flesh-eating died. You know what I'm saying? Because he told me that right after I first read the Holy Tablets, and I wish I would have read it again because I wouldn't have needed none of those teachers. You know what I'm saying? I could have been, because I always teach, but I teach with the level of knowledge that I have in the school of thought that I'm always in. And, you know, it was getting kind of frustrating because, in a sense, like, I was kind of lost in a sense because my whole thing was, okay, receive the downloads from your ancestors when you learn the you know, the Nawapian language, like your ears ring and your ancestors give you a download. So that's where I was at with it. So I was kind of humbling myself, not wanting to just fall outside of that school of thought. But, you know, they wasn't answering questions rapidly. But I had the divine love because in Patriarchs it was saying, don't judge your Nawapian brothers, don't this, don't that, don't, you know what I'm saying? So I was really living there. Like I'm one of them literal beings. You know what I'm saying? I read the shit and say that, and I'm a stop. I'm a halt on the dime. You know, I'm one of them literal beings. That's why I'm glad that I'm home. You know what I'm saying? But like with that being said, it was like I was still like, well, man, I'm still gonna keep listening to son, cause son speaking on the same stuff that I was knowing, but it's to a higher degree though. And the Wapians ain't talking about nothing right now. You know what I mean? And there you go. Every week it was like cocaine, cause I think I was going through a little breakup at the time. Me and my goddess, it never was. We ain't never just stopped fucking with each other. It was just a breakup, and I was fucking with another goddess. I ain't gonna call shorty a goddess, cause everybody don't take that transformation to want to be a god or a goddess. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to be mortals. So I was with shorty that was a mortal, and all she was wanting to do was hunch on a nigga. But I was like, yo, I'm on this right now. That's why I was fucking with my goddess, and that's why I still got a connection to her, because when that fucking and shit, when I get past that shit, this is what I live for wholeheartedly. And they rising me. You know what I'm talking about, my nigga? You had them took us through all the, you know what I'm saying, all that galactical travel, talked about the Benz. I had got hooked on that Sinclair story, you know what I'm saying? Then especially, I knew I was home, nigga, when you said all that shit about the CDC. Because, see, I got a testimony about that. Before I even got on this path, my nigga, I had visited Atlanta and shit for the first time in 2013. You understand what I'm saying? And, I had seen, I was with some brothers and shit, you know what I mean? That was when niggas was in the conspiracy theory school of thought. You know, that thought can lead you anywhere. It was like I was with some beings that was like, I heard the Cherokee Genesis that snakes was the first beings on the earth. And it was a snake that, God had, made snakes and all that shit first. And then he got mad at them and destroyed all of them except one. One of them was pregnant. And then the birth of that, the birth of the pregnant being snake was the one that tempted Eve, and boom, 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 boom. Then, fast forward to now, read the holy tablets, and boom, you found out that there was a Leviathan up in the garden. You know what I'm saying? A walking, reptilian type of snake being in the sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? That was before I ain't knew nothing about that shit.
Let me tell you something. When you talk about us in reference to the serpents and other people, you got to keep in mind there's a certain group of us here that are not human. Some of us are hybrids, meaning that we are the sons and daughters of angelical beings. Some of y'all are sons and daughters of angelical beings, and then some of y'all are actually angelical beings, like such as myself, that incarnate here. So you're not humans. So when you talk about humans coming in contact with other serpent nature beings that walk upright, this and that, you talking about. See, the Bible and all that wasn't created. We created that to give to the humans, to make them, to give them a sense of morality, a sense of morals. It wasn't meant for you, right? Because that's why in your heart, when you do something wrong, you know it's wrong. Your heart tell you, like, man, some people override it, and then once you override it so much, the voice get, like ATUN-RE said, the voice gets smaller and smaller and smaller till it just fade all the way away. Then you become a devil, black devil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right with that. You ain't lying. You ain't lying at all.
Once you override your heart, you know what I'm saying, so many times. But we are not humans. We are supernatural beings. You know what I'm saying? They are the humans. We are the people that's supposed to be in charge of the planet. That's why the planet is out of course. That's why everything's going the way it's going, because we and it's our fault, and it's not our fault because it's part of the plan. What's going on now is part of the plan. Now it's time for us to climb out of this hole and understand that we are not humans. They are the humans. We are the ones that while people you sitting there reading the Bible, this is your information. You wrote it and gave it to them. Yeah, so it's like, man, you know what? We went off pure logic. If it don't line up to pure logic, then get that shit up out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't make no logical sense out of it, then, you know what I'm saying? It don't sound right. You can't reason with it. You know what I'm saying? That's a basic format to dealing with any information. That's why people can't really diss my shit. They say, damn, well, the shit sound crazy, but the shit makes sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It sound right. Yeah. Sound right and reason, you know what I'm saying? The waffle. You know what I'm saying? That's the basic principles that we taught the children in order to make good decisions, being able to make good decisions. So if it shit sound right, you can reason it with it, you know what I'm saying? That's how you deal, you know what I'm saying, from the basic format in the mind. That's how you deal, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as this mind war. That's how we got to deal. We got to go back to the basic. If you got to start from scratch if you ain't on to the game. Go back to start from scratch. Scratch is logic, pure logic. Does it sound right? Can you reason with it? Once you did that, that's the first thing, the first principles in the waffle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, when you go back, when you hear some shit, you say, do it sound right? Yeah, it sound right. Then you go to can you reason with it? Can I reason with it? Yeah, they want you to reason with it. Then it can possibly work and fit into your own culture, because everybody got their own culture. Now, in America especially, you may see some dudes. You might grow up in the same house with your brother, and your brother have a different way that he like to dress versus you. Your brother might dress like Prince or something like that. You might dress like, you know, a basketball nigga, like Michael Jordan, and you wear jogging pants, shit like that, you know. Jordans. He might not want to wear Jordans. He may want to wear shell toes, you know, square toe shoes, you know. Because different people who are speaking.
Shaddah.
Shaddah.
Hi. Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Okay. So the solution is there are okay. So how are we going to work this thing out? Like, we have to, like, and realizing that we know that this is the truth, what you're saying, and this is what it is, and we know that it was preordained, all right, by, you know, the masters that put it all together, like, you know, a trillion years ago, and that the 6,000 years is over, and now we're in the sun cycle, and it's on us. It literally is on us. And so, like, when you said about the culture, and you were saying how different...
You know, hey, you want me to go on? I can answer your question. Hey, the main focus right now, the main focus for us mentally, is to get it on track. It's to focus on the kids. Focus on the kids, our children. It's going to be the main focus. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we can mold them now. Now that we free from all, we know about the Bible. We know how it was obtained. We know about the Quran. We know about this. We're getting all this information. Now we can teach the kids from scratch, and they, instead of coming up being indoctrinated with the information that been put out so long, now we can put them on another level. So now their mind gonna be more freer, because the religion bound our minds to a certain point until we became free from it. It bound our mind to only go to a certain level of information, and then once we broke free from that chain, the Quran or whatever, then we went to another level to where we can come into another level of information. But now that we got the kids, we got to focus on it, because they focus on our kids. If they focus on the kids, why we ain't focused on the kids? They focus on coming after the kids.
So check it out. Now, if you go to Marcus Klein, go to Facebook and go to Marcus Klein. You know him? And see what he's doing with them children.
Heard of him.
Okay, well I'm gonna share it with you right now. Marcus Klein. Everybody go to Facebook and see what he's doing with them babies. They're doing geometry. They're doing calculus. Little 5-year-olds know the whole anatomy of the body. One brother is doing this work with all these children, teaching them black and science.
Yahweh Ben Yahweh was doing the same thing. Yahweh Ben Yahweh.
Okay, so there are some people, I'm saying that there's some people out there that are doing the work, and so how can we reach out, to those people and say, okay, we want to be a part of making this happen. Like I'm saying that all these people on YouTube and everybody is so knowledgeable and everything. Why don't everybody reach out to that one brother right there? And the government be giving him trouble just trying to open up schools here in the States. And he went to Africa, to Ghana, and to another place, and he opened up some schools over there. And they said, well, why are you opening up schools over there? He said, because they're giving him trouble over here. That's because he's on the public side and not on the private side. So, but at the end of the day, with you talking about the children, I'm all for that because I got a bunch of them. And that is exactly where we need to be. But we got to have a strategy, and then we can bring that about and make that happen. Yes.
The strategy for making that happen is, once we got the kids gonna be interested, the information that we got coming